All right, guys, welcome to upper body prep. We're going to go through some internal, external rotation today. Um, Again, we're going to kind of work off of different positions. So we're going to start standing, go to seated, sideline, supine, and prone positions. Not every single position that we're going to hit, we're going to be able to hit in all those different orientations, but we're going to be able to hit several. So as we go through, let's just make sure that we're remembering that we want to really check in with our own bodies today. How does the right side compare to the left? Because as we come back, we're going to do some reinforcement stuff and some exercise stuff after we assess our range. All right. So again, make sure that you're staying in tune with how your arms are feeling today, how one side's moving versus another, whether or not you have discomfort, whether or not you have pain, or just whether or not one moves better than the other side, and see whether or not that goes all the way through standing, seated, supine, sidelined, and prone. Maybe it gets better, maybe it changes. But just keep that in the back of your head. All right. So as we start today, we're going to start with internal, external rotation. So we're going to start with right arm, elbow bend about 90 degrees, and we're just going to rotate out as far as we can and back in. Rotate out as far as we can, back in. Just like that. Nice and easy. Notice that as I rotate in and out, the only thing that's moving is my shoulder. The rest of my body stays pretty locked into place. I'm not moving my hips or moving the rest of my trunk to get added range. It's whatever you have. Okay, so we're just rotating around the humerus. Good. Switch to the other side. So left arm bent 90 degrees. Rotate out. And again, just going nice and easy. Try to find that in range. Don't jam it into the in range. Just slowly bringing it in, slowly bringing it out. Couple more. Perfect. All right, so next thing, we're gonna bring right arm up, 90 degrees here, 90 degrees at the elbow. We're gonna rotate back and then rotate all the way in and all the way back, all the way in, all the way back. And just nice and light. Just see what you got, okay? In and out. Again, trying to maintain that 90-degree angle as best you can. See how it feels. Good. Switch it up to the other side. Don't jam it. Only go to where you can go. Taking note, does the right side feel better than the left? Feel about the same? One side grind a little more than the other? That would be in my case. Like my left shoulder tends to grind a little bit more than my right shoulder does on certain things. All right, so let's go seated. Feet out in front, nice and tall. If you want to sit on a chair, you can sit on the chair if this is uncomfortable for you. Again, we're going to start with the right arm first. Elbow bent 90 degrees from here. We're just rotating out. Again, not overdoing it, just nice and easy. How does it rotate? How does it feel? Good. Left side. Side is definitely a little more difficult for me. It feels that way. May not be. Couple more of these. Good. Elbow 90 degrees here. We're going to rotate in and out, in and out. And again, we're just comparing this right side, and we're going to compare the left here in just a minute. Couple more. Perfect. Here, 90 degrees. Good. All right, let's go sideline. So flip over on this left side first. We just stick with going with the right side first. Rotating up, rotating down, up and down. Again, trying to keep that elbow pinned to the side. Rotating right around the upper arm or the humerus. It's nice and easy. Try not to jam yourself. The external rotation. Good. And we'll flip to the other side. Elbow in tight. Let's get a couple more on this side, and then we'll switch it up. Good. Let's go back to the other side. From here, we're going to bring the arm up 90 degrees. We're going to rotate down, then rotate back. Same positions that we were seated and standing, only it's sideline. So this might feel a little bit different. Maybe it feels a little bit easier. I'm trying to really maintain just rotating around that humerus or the upper arm, okay? Couple more. Perfect. Swing it back over to the other side again. Here. Keep rotating, rotating nice and easy. Couple more. Perfect. All right. So let's go on our backs. We're going to start with our elbow in nice and tight. Okay. We're going to rotate out, bring it back. Rotate out, bring it back. Out, back. Trying to keep that elbow in tight as best you can. And again, just comparing. How does this one move to the left once we get over there? A couple more. Perfect. Let's go to the left, rotating out, bring it all the way in. Bring it all the way in, all the way out, all the way in. It's nice and controlled. Two more. Perfect. All right. Elbow 90 degrees, shoulder 90 degrees here, rotating down, rotating back, down, back. See how it moves. Try to be nice and smooth. Try not to jam it. Couple more of these. We'll switch it up. Again. Here, rotate back, rotate down, back, rotate down. Good. Now let's flip it over. So we'll be on our stomach. Now, this one's going to be really difficult to do if you were going to do the low one. So we're just going to do the high one. So we're going to start face down. We're going to start with our elbow, shoulder 90 degrees. From here, I want you to lightly rotate the shoulder in so you're pushing into the ground itself. And then we're going to try to lift and rotate back with the shoulder. Now, you might not even get your arm off the ground. That's okay. The intention is you're going to push into the floor, rotate up. 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 A couple more here. Push into the floor, rotate up. Push into the floor, rotate up. Good. Now, comparatively speaking, I want you to compare right to left, but I want you to compare it in a way where it's, do you feel the contraction the same place that you did on the left as you do now on the right here? So we're going to push down into the floor, rotate out. Push down into the floor, rotate out. Same thing, rotate out. Where are you feeling that contraction? Are you feeling it in about the same place that you did on the other side? Couple more. Good. All right. So now that we went through all of our positions, all right, keep in mind what side felt better than the other, what side in what position felt better than some of the others. As we go through this, we're going to change it up a little bit. We're just going to go through some exercise stuff, but we're going to come back afterwards and maybe do some reinforcement. So hope you have a band, hope you have a dumbbell. Either one will work. We'll start off with a band and I'll show you with a dumbbell as well. So first one, all we're going to do is bring the band across and we're going to rotate out. I want 1,001, 1,002 hold. Bring it back nice and slow. 1,001, 1,002 hold. Bring it back nice and slow. If I've got a plate or a dumbbell, doesn't matter. Same thing. 1,001, 1,002, 1,001, 1,002, 1,001, 1,002, 1,001, 1,002. Good. Switch it over to the other side. 1,001, 1,002, 1,001, 1,002, 1,001, 1,002, 1,001, 1,002. Two more. 1,001, 1,002, 1,001, 1,002, 1,001, 1,002. Perfect. So let's take our dumbbell. Okay. We're going to be 90 degrees. We're going to rotate it down, rotate it back, rotate it down, rotate it back. Now, if I had a band, I'd be doing the exact same thing with the band. Okay. Where I'm rotating out, rotating down, rotating out, rotating down, out, down. Okay. Switch arms. Rotating out, rotating down. It's nice and easy. Couple more reps. Perfect. All right. So let's sit down. I got my plate with me, but you can also use your band. Just change the orientation of the band to be a little bit lower. But from here, just taking the dumbbell, rotating it out. About 1,002. So nice and controlled. 1,002 on the way out. Back in. 1,002. Back in. Back in. Get a couple more of these. Switch to the other side. Just rotate out. Couple more. We'll switch it up. Good. So then we're here, nice and tall. Rotate out. Rotate down. Out. Down. Trying to maintain that shoulder in the same position. Up and down. Internal, external rotation. Good. Go here. Good. All right. Let's go sideline. Okay. From here, same thing. Taking our dumbbell or can, whatever you got. Rotating down and up. It's nice and controlled. Only going as high as you can. Don't jam it there. Control it there. Good. Switch it up. Nice and easy. Couple more. Good. Let's go back to the other side again, because this time we're going 90 degrees here. Rotate, rotate. Couple more. Good. And we'll go back to the other side. 90 degrees. Rotating back and down. Get a couple more. Perfect. Down on our backs, elbow in tight, rotating down and back in. Down, back in. So a little bit of a stretch, like as you get to the end. So a little bit of pause, pull it back in. A little bit of pause, pull it back in. Good. Switch it up. Other side. Couple more reps here. Good. So elbow bent 90 degrees, shoulder 90 degrees. We're going to rotate in, rotate back, in, back. Just nice and controlled. Couple more. Perfect. Let's go to the other side. Rotating down, rotating back. Couple more of these here. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and stand back up. All right, so one of the things that we can do at this point, as we went through all those different positions, is if we're still having a little bit of limitation or one shoulder still didn't feel as good as the other, okay, one of the things that we can do is we can work on some light isometrics, okay? So I can do that in a couple different ways. As I'm here, so let's say, for example, my right side just didn't feel as good as my left. I can go out and lightly go out feeling like I'm going into external rotation. Now, if I want to add a little bit of resistance to that, I can find something to actually push into very lightly and relax, push in and relax, push in and relax. So as I do that, if I'm getting a little more range, the next step to that is I can take my band here, or I can take a plate, but I'm going to show you that here in a minute. I can take a band and I can rotate out, and I basically just take my other hand, let my hand grab the band, and then slowly bring it into internal rotation. This is if we're limited in external rotation. Slowly bring it in. Bring it out. Slowly bring it in. And then reassess. How does the range feel now? Okay. If internal rotation is your issue, like you have a hard time coming in. So I can do the same thing where if I want, I can rotate, and I can rotate in, pushing into something. I can take my hand, my other hand, I can push into my hand very lightly and see if I can get a little further in. And if that feels okay, then I can take my band here and I can slowly, eccentrically control internal rotation. Now, maybe this is the easy one for you, and the one up here was the tough one. Okay. So again, isometrically, what I can do is I can go into a position where, like, maybe I'm pushing back into a wall. If you can't get that far back, then maybe I come up to something where I can push into something that's a little bit closer, like not quite so 90 degrees ish. Okay. So for here, all I have to do is back up in order to push at different positions of external rotation. If internal rotation was your limitation, same thing. I can go here and I can push down, right, into something very, very light. Relax, down into something that's light. Okay. Or I can take my band after I've worked through that. I can go into external rotation here, grab it, control it. Grab it, control it. If it's internal rotation, same thing. Grab it here, control it. Control it. That's all standing. The easiest way to do that on the ground is to be sideline. So I can work external rotation here, right? So if I need to, I can apply a little resistance in a light isometric. If I want to challenge external rotation with some load, I can grab, lower, externally rotate, grab, lower. Okay. Same thing. When I'm on my back, I can work myself into light isometrics into external rotation, light isometrics into internal rotation. I can also challenge that through eccentrics where I'm just slowly letting it go. I grab it, bring it back to neutral, slowly let it down, grab it. Same thing here into internal rotation, grab it here, back to neutral, let it drop. So as I'm doing this, I'm just slowly challenging that position in a couple different ways. We're going to start off with light isometrics, and then if you want to challenge that internal or external rotation, depending on which side it is, a little more aggressively, then we can do it eccentrically using dumbbell, plate, band works really well. So work through those things, okay? So let's go back through just one more time each position, okay? So let's start with the right. We're gonna go external rotation here and internal rotation all the way in. It's nice and easy. Couple more. Good. And just see how the range feels. The shoulder feels a little pinchy. Don't jam it, just go to where it'll go. Good. Elbow 90, rotate back, rotate down. Should actually feel good. Go through the amount of range that feels good. Don't try to add extra range because you think you should be able to get so far and you're not. You can get what you can get. If you try to force it, that's when things start to not feel so good. Good. So let's take a seat. Rotating out and back. Nice and easy. Same thing, other side. Good. Up 90, rotate out, rotate down. Good. Out, down, out. Perfect. Let's go on the side. Because we're not doing too many of these, we'll go here first. Good. And then up to 90. And we'll just get this position here so we don't have to switch back and forth so many times. Good. And let's flip over the other hip. Rotating out, rotating in. Good. 90 degrees. Out and in. Good. Let's go on our back. Rotating out. In. Good. Rotate out. Rotate in. Good. 90 degrees. Out. In. Just nice and easy. Good. Other side. Down. Out. Down. Out. Good. Let's flip over onto the stomach. Start with that right side. 90 and 90. Push into the floor, lift up. 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 Other side. 90, 90. Push into the floor, lift up. 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 Perfect. All right, guys. So let's recap a little bit. Going through the range of motion, we got lower, upper, going through each different position. Does one side feel better than the other? Whatever side is the limited side or doesn't feel quite as good, go through that isometric progression. And then if you want, you can add the eccentric load to it and then come back and reassess the range. See how it feels right to left. Okay, we're always coming back to the range at the end just to make sure that everything we did actually made our motion better and or feel better, okay? If it doesn't completely clear up the range, it might not necessarily be coming strictly from that joint, and something else may be hindering your ability to go there, but only go to what you can do, okay? Everybody's gonna be different in this, so don't compare yourself to anybody else, compare yourself to you. I hope you enjoyed this upper body prep tonight. I will see you back again on Thursday. We're going to change things up a little bit again on Thursday. So hopefully you're ready for that. And outside of that, if you missed this tonight, we'll put it up on YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel at Body Activation LLC. Subscribe to that channel to get all the updates. We are continuously posting things on there all the time. If you have questions, make sure you let us know. All right. Have a good night.